Welcome everyone to KL Ring 2, which will take place this Sunday, December 21st, part of December Atlantic Fest. Obviously we had an event a couple of months ago which was a huge success, and Dr. Ezekiel from Balmoral group decided to go again. It's a main event that's headlined by Okolie, a two-weight world champion, now competing in the heavyweight with the goal to become a heavyweight world champion. And he wants to round out the year doing what Okolie does, which is putting a lot of guys to sleep, knocking out, getting knockouts. That's what we want to see Lawrence do. He takes on Ezekiel Adamu. That's the main event, the main event. It's a very special fight to Tony Yoka, Olympic gold medalist, World Championship gold medalist, European Games bronze medalist. Tony admittedly had a tough 22-23, but he's now back under the guidance of Don Charles, and it's been 3 big wins back to back to back. And he takes on Patrick Corte from Germany. So 2 big names in the heavyweight division headlining here in Nigeria once again. The event will be live on Supersport in Africa and globally on the Zone, the global home of boxing. I want to start by interviewing Dr. Ezekiel Adamu. We're here again.
Yes, we're here again. Chaos on 30 December.
You must be excited, the fact that you've got 2 big names as well. I always say that the heavyweight division is the glamour division. I've always said that every card should have a heavyweight, but you've got, I think, 2 very top heavyweights here.
2 special heavyweights with African blood in both of them. So I mean, this is what it's all about for us. I keep saying, for me, it's not about perfection, it's about momentum. We just keep getting better, keep getting better. The next card will be more stacked than this, but yes, we're super excited to have an Olympic gold medalist, and then we got Lawrence, who's this ambassador there from Nigeria. So it's fantastic to have him here.
What we do have as well, obviously we have 2 big names, but the idea going forward is to bring to the youth.
Absolutely, and then we've got some really interesting fighters in Nigeria here. We've got Ezekiel Adamu, who I think will eventually be a world champion in that lightweight category. We have Bado Rahim is here. We have Aista Chukudi. We have Sikiru. We have we have some really exciting Nigerian fighters that are going to be on the card. And for me personally, this is not just about bringing international fighters. How do we give the local guys the platform as well to show their kids, to show their talent to the rest of the world? So I mean, the journey continues.
The journey does continue. The journey continues. This man to my left, Okolie, the last time he fought in July against Kevin Moreno. And I remember seeing the injury early in that fight as well. You continued, and it was a shutout, a complete shutout for you. How exciting is it for you just to get back in the ring? Obviously, look, we know that you were trying to see bigger name opponents. William White was there, he was offered the fight, didn't take the fight. But for you, I guess you just got to get the job done on Sunday and move into 2026.
Yeah, no, definitely. For me, this was more about the occasion. I can't imagine being on the river in Lagos, just days before a fight. So for me, it's taking that cultural thing off. And I also wanted, as Easy said here, it's like steps towards bigger and bigger events and momentum happening here. So for me, I have to make sure I do my job well on Sunday. And as we've seen, I'm mandated to box against Moses Atama as well. So I don't see why a fight like that can't happen in Nigeria.
Yeah, big Nigerian shootout between Lawrence Okolie and Moses Atama. Those are the things that we dream of. All the pressure's on you to get the job done, as it always is. But even more so because you look at Ebenezer Teto, it's tough, he comes, he fights. But ultimately, when he takes that step up, people knock him out. There's a lot of pressure on you to get the job done. Not just emphatically, but quick. Do you understand that pressure?
Yeah, I understand the pressure. I'm enjoying it as well. Coming here and realizing the venue is going to be in the way that people are excited. I want to go out there and do just that.
Yeah. I mean, could this ever happen one day down the line? I mean, you 2 big boys as well, Tony Yoka. Have you guys ever sparred each other?
No, we never sparred. I mean, he was Olympic champion the year that I went to the Olympics. So yeah, I feel like it's on Yoka, but it's a fight that could definitely happen. I think.
I'm not trying to start trouble on this.
2 heavyweights. There's no heavyweight in the world that I look at and say I wouldn't fight. So when I see him here, I think he's a great fighter. Wild man.
Yeah, indeed. Let's have a quick word with Tony. Tony, great to have you in Nigeria. Again, I read out your amateur accolades and it's been fantastic. I remember once I was reading a magazine, it must have been around 2017, 2018, and it said the future of the heavyweight division. Obviously in life there's stumbles, you've had your stumble, you must be excited now though for the momentum that you're on and to be back?
Yeah, for real. I'm really, really happy that now I signed with Princebury, so I can be in the mix with those guys. Because you know Princebury has a lot of heavyweights. I've been in France hiding, behind me from the heavyweight tops, and it wasn't really good, but you know, it's a good experience. As I told everybody, sometimes in life you fall, and then you just have to go back. I fought in the Olympics 2012, then
Olympic gold medalist 4 years later.
I was gold medalist, you know, so I believe in myself. I know I'm 33 years old now, which is not old for a heavyweight, and I think that's my prime is coming up. You know, so I'm really happy to be here, to have the chance to fight in Africa, because that was one of my goals. I also want to fight back in Congo, you know, which I'm from, but.
Yeah, we don't say Congo here after what you got the World Cup qualifier we banned.
But you see Africa, you know, Africa wins at the end of the day, and 2026 will be
difficult for you, those losses back to back to back. How difficult was it for you to overcome those losses and be on the run that you're on now?
It was hard mentally. It was really, really hard mentally, but you know what, after all these losses, I was just like, I'm a man, you know. In life, some things like this happen, and this is where I met Don Charles. I met Obi, and I really worked on my mental strength, and I feel better now than I ever felt in my life.
Quick word about your opponent, Patrick Corte. He's here somewhere. It's very weird. We're on the same lunch table eating, which is not normal. He comes to fight, but ultimately, again, when he hits a certain level, he does suffer defeat. Do you almost feel the pressure that Lawrence is feeling just to get the job done?
Yeah, but you know, that's what we like. We're living for this kind of pressure. I like the adrenaline. I'm watching this fight, so I know that Sunday I have a job to do. I should not keep you waiting too long.
By the way, you mentioned your birthday. Again, you are a young heavyweight. Happy birthday, Lawrence. Happy birthday. There you go. Lawrence Okolie is now getting a little older. He's getting a little older. When you look and you assess the heavyweight division, obviously look, I almost feel like you're a fighter that is avoided by other fighters. The Agate Cabiel fight you wanted, you've called out everyone in the heavyweight division. How difficult has it been to get the big names in the ring with you?
Yeah, it's been difficult, but fortunately, you know, with governing bodies like the WBC, stuff gets mandated, you know. I just played my position, beat who's in front of me, and then now, for example, it's meant to be me versus Moses. If for some reason they say they don't want it, then it goes down the list, but my position solidified. So it's just up to me to keep ticking the boxes, and then my fruits will shine.
Is there a dream fight in 2026? I mean, there are so many big names. We don't know what Alexander Usyk is doing. He's Deontay Wilder. It looks like AJ might go down the Fury route. So almost those four are gone. Is there any other dream names that you want to match up with?
For me now, it's getting a world title. So I'm obviously focused on Ebenezer for the weekend, but as you said, I'm expecting to get the job done well. But then it's like I've been mandated against Moses Adamu. So although it's not about Moses, it's about the position. That's the one that I'm desperate for next, because it's, you know, a great young heavyweight, the road at his speed. And it's a great crossroads fight for both of us.
Indeed it is. Let's bring back Dr. Eze. I don't want you to be like a passenger here. There are so many plans for next year in terms of what you want to do. We sit down and discuss, and there are so many superstar names, but more importantly, superstar fights that you want to put on. What dreams and aspirations do you have for next year?
For us, not just about fights alone, it's the storytelling part of it. I mean, the dream for us is to have Lawrence and Moses come fight here in Nigeria. That would be a dream of us. We've said it so many times. I want AJ to come fight here, but I mean, I think Eddie Henna said that he has big plans for AJ next year. So absolutely, we have Lawrence now to come fight Moses, the two more here. We've got so many options, to be honest with you, and then we've got so many exciting fighters here that I'll be showcasing. So we're looking at this about 4 different events next year that will be happening here, starting from February. We'll still have David Adelaire, who will be headlining the show here early next year as well too. So I mean, it's exciting time for us.
Tony, obviously Lawrence, I think, is one fight away from a world title shot. I really genuinely believe once he gets one big fight in 2026, the next one's a world title shot. How far away, realistically, do you think you are from being in that mix?
Everything can happen really fast. You they offer you a fight and you accept it, to beat that guy, you can be in a good position. Caballero, they offered me this fight for January. I signed it. I said, yes, let's go. Beat Caballero. I'm number one at the DEC, so he was really, really fast. And I'm one of the heavyweight that I never say no to a fight. I never did. Give me a fight, I want a good fight. I want a good fight. I want the public to enjoy it. I'm not someone that avoids anything.
Is there, you mentioned Caballero, I remember seeing you sign and you posted it as well, you put it on social media. Is that the name that you do want in 2026, Aggie Caballero?
It's not particularly him, but if they offer me a fighter who is in the top 10 fight, I would sign. I would never say no to him.
There is quite a big heavyweight fight in Miami in a few hours' time. Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. You were over there, so you've got a really good insight. I'll ask you, how many rounds are we thinking? What's 1, 2, 3?
I don't know, I don't know the guy Jake Paul. I'm sure he's a boxer.
Yeah.
He's training really, really hard. Even if he's making like his ground, but he's taking it seriously. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just, everybody will see it.
Everyone's intrigued by what can happen. Go on, let me ask you, how many rounds?
I think if AJ don't run out the first round, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I spoke with Lawrence. Lawrence says he's got some good moves on him as well too, so I'm thinking second round.
Second round?
Yeah.
Okay, second round. Lawrence? Do you know, you got a good insight, Lawrence?
I think it's gonna go 8 rounds. I think we'll go to points.
It'll go all the way. Wow. Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. AJ could just run around the ring. Jake will run around the ring. It could happen. How many rounds? 8? 8 rounds. You heard it. Lawrence Okolie says it could go all the way. Finally, on your fight, before you let you showcase what you guys are going to do in the ring on Sunday, how many rounds does your fight go? Do you have a prediction in your rounds? Is it a case of if the punch is there, if the knockout's there, I take it, but if not, let's just get the win and go home?
Yeah, I never predict a round. You never know what's going to happen in a fight. I'm just going to go out there and do my job. If I do my job well, we'll let my knockout quickly.
Yeah. Tony, same thing for you?
I will never say something like this because I don't disrespect or underestimate any fighters because especially in heavyweight they can knock you out with just one punch. So if you not like focus on it, if you just come and play, it can go really bad for you. So I'm just gonna do my job. Me and my team are ready for it. And we'll see on Sunday.
Both of you, by the way, this experience, I mean, the boats turn around. I find this incredible, by the way. This is something different, isn't it? I mean, we're all used to doing press conferences in those little rooms at a hall, somewhere, at a studio. I mean, to do it like this, the weather's beautiful. This is what it's about, isn't it? Experiencing different things like this.
Yeah, I love it. That's why we came here. That's why we want to fight it over there, you know. And as soon as they say, offer you a fight in Africa, I say, yes, let's go there because it's a different type of experience, you know. It's like, you know how it used to be, protocol, blah, 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 but here is different.
Yeah.
Mine is totally different.
Completely. And final one for you, Lawrence, before we let you guys get out of the ring. Again, you were here last time for Chaos in the Ring 1. I guess it kind of gave you the want to fight in this one. It is those type of experiences that you can tick off and say you did it. I remember you posted that thing with you and Eddie said, I want to fight in Africa. I think that might have been about 7-8 years ago. Here we are now.
Yeah, I'm happy, I'm grateful, I feel blessed. And as I said, I want this to be the first step of many, not just for me, but just for African boxing in general. So looking forward to stamping myself.
It's great to have you again. A 2-weight world champion, who I believe is going to be a 3-weight world champion, and I think a future world champion in Tony Yoka as well. That's your main event. Remember, Lawrence Okolie will take on Ebenezer Tete. That's your co-main event. Tony Yoka will take on Patrick Corte. It is this Sunday. Again, in Africa, it'll be on Supersport, worldwide, globally. It'll be the home of boxing, the zone. Final word from you before we let the fighters get in the ring?
Well, like you always say, Lagos is ready. The fighters are here.
Yes, we are.
Let's get ready. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. DJ, let's put on some music, please. Let's get this fight started.
baby. Girl, now you the ginger. If you know how you the massive drop. You know the person. Love the way you do that.
Camera guy.
David, I want to interview you. Come and interview. Show any picture. Show any picture. Show anything. I don't need to like that. Show anything. Show anything. It's not matter of like show anything. Now only down there. So if you carry a camera, go there. Nobody knows where they book everybody. Ask him, how do you know? Forget the answer, just show anything. Fucking show anything. You do that, you say what you want. And you don't want anything what you want. Backlight, not that one. We need this backlight, eh? That's what I thought. We need this backlight, not that one. How you see what you're shooting? This is actually like why? Am I wrong? Huh? My name is Juno, I don't ask for this. No, I don't think. That's it. Nothing there.
Snap and come out. Other people here. You snap and come out. You dey play here now.
I know they try.
Like, eh?
Una go do am. Una go do am. Chef, they pay me for here. Na biot, they play more rich flow like
I thought of that. I really thought of it. I thought of that. Let's go. You know, I don't
World star. Come on. World star. Come on. World star. Come on. Only one star.
Cut.
Everything you do me, I like. My best friend, the love of my life. I know if you deal with time. I believe I'm making by myself. I'm very soon. I don't care how they do you. I don't want to cut that for me. Like every day is you believing to you. Love you, guys. Can I bet you noise? My heart is high. You never do wow. I'm you're on fire. You need me to fly. Take care of me now. Everybody's
Director.